The year is 2077. Earth is a wasteland. Gone are the lush forests and sparkling oceans. In their place, a toxic dust chokes the air. Twisted metal skeletons of cities pierce the sickly orange sky. The once great human civilization teeters on the brink of annihilation. The cause? Werpanots. These weren't your typical zombies. They were undead horrors with razor-sharp teeth and a taste for human flesh. Imagine a piranha, but walking upright, with glowing red eyes, and you get the picture. They swarmed the land, driven by an insatiable hunger. Making matters worse, the climate had gone haywire. Violent storms, fueled by toxic air, raged across the globe. Lightning crackled through the sky, leaving trails of fire in its wake. The very planet seemed to be rebelling against the chaos, but the horrors didn't stop there. High above, a war raged in the cold vacuum of space. Alien warships, their hulls gleaming like polished obsidian, clashed with human defense fleets. Laser fire crisscrossed the void, leaving streaks of light against the backdrop of a million stars. Earth was caught in a cosmic crossfire. In this age of despair, hope flickered like a candle in the wind. A ragtag group of heroes emerged from the ashes. One such hero was Dog Lodi. He wasn't your typical hero. He wasn't built like a tank or blessed with super speed. He was just a regular guy with a loyal dog by his side and a heart full of courage. Then there was the enigmatic wizard Zambalungat. Don't let the name fool you. He wasn't some spooky sorcerer who hung out in graveyards. This wizard was different. He was a master of ancient magic, a scholar of forgotten lore, and a tech whiz who could reprogram a supercomputer with one hand tied behind his back. Zambalungat held the key to defeating the Werpanots and restoring Earth. But standing in their way was a monstrous overlord named Shokoy. A creature of immense power, Shokoy commanded the Werpanot hordes from his fortress deep within the ruins of Old Manila. This wasn't just a mindless beast, though. Shokoy was cunning, manipulative, and driven by a desire to see the world burn. Zambalungat, with his long white beard and piercing gaze, knew the secrets of the universe. He understood the delicate balance between the physical and the mystical. He saw the connection between the atoms that made up a grain of sand and the raw energy that fueled the stars. The Werpanots, he explained to Lodi, his voice a low rumble, are not merely flesh and bone. They are puppets, animated by a dark force, a corruption that has seeped into our world. The key to defeating them, Zambalungat revealed, lay in ancient artifacts, the elemental stones. Scattered across the ravaged globe, these stones held the power of earth, air, fire, and water. In the right hands, they could cleanse the world of the Werpanot plague. But in the wrong hands, well, let's just say it wouldn't be pretty. Section 4. Lodi's Quest. A desperate search. Lodi's mission was clear. Find the elemental stones before Shokoy could get his slimy claws on them. It was a suicide mission, a desperate gamble against impossible odds. But Lodi wasn't the type to back down from a challenge. Armed with his wits, his trusty dog, and a battered map from Zambalungat, Lodi set off into the wasteland. His journey took him through the ruins of once great cities, now haunted by Werpanots and prowled by mutated creatures. He braved scorching deserts where the sand itself seemed to writhe with unseen life. He scaled treacherous mountains, their peaks lost in swirling storm clouds. Section 5. The Final Stand. A Battle for the Ages. The fate of Earth hung in the balance. Lodi, against all odds, had managed to gather the elemental stones. But his trials were far from over. Shokoy, enraged and hungry for power, had unleashed his full might. The final battle took place amidst the ruins of the moon base Alpha. Laser fire lit up the lunar surface as the alien warships descended, their shadows falling across the Earth like a shroud. Werpanots swarmed, their eyes burning with unholy light. And there, at the center of it all, stood Lodi, the elemental stones pulsing with power in his hands. Would he succeed in repelling the Werpanot horde and restoring balance to a world on the brink? Or would Shokoy's darkness consume all? The fate of humanity rested on his shoulders, a burden heavier than any stone. The time for courage was now. The time for hope was now. The time for Dog Lodi to become a legend had arrived.